going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome to a special experiment video today. Now, we've been doing this on the channel for 2 years now, I think, at this point. This is the third year, where we are going to see if a team of this year's NFL rookies can win a Super Bowl. That's right, I did it last year. I'm pretty sure I did it at Madden 20. I can't remember for sure if I did or not. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I've only done it in Madden 21. I don't know. It doesn't matter. At this point, we're ready to go. We are going to be seeing if the NFL draft class, the best players from the NFL draft class this past season, or this past offseason, can win a Super Bowl. Last season, I don't think they won. Did they win one? It might have taken them a couple years to win one, but I'm not sure if they did or not. I can't remember at this point. We're going to find out if Trevor Lawrence, Kyle Pitts, Penny Sewell, Jamar Chase, all these guys, if they can develop and win a Super Bowl. If you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's go see if these young bucks got what it takes to win a Super Bowl. All right, so quickly before we start simulating, we need to go over the basics, which is the roster. So I'm assuming you guys already have a pretty good idea of who's going to be on this roster. At quarterback, we have all the first-round quarterbacks taken. Trevor Lawrence, who will be our starter because he's the highest rated. Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones. Every first-round quarterback is on this list. Moving to running back, we have Travis Etienne, Najee Harris, Trey Sermon, Chuba Hubbard, and Puka Williams Jr. Now, before we get any further into this list, I want to say that if I have forgotten, I made this roster myself, so if I have forgotten a rookie that you think should have been on this team, I am sorry. I may have just forgotten about them or just overlooked them and forgot they were a rookie. So I apologize if you see a rookie that is not on here that you think should have been on here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I may have forgotten them. I think I got pretty much the basics and the big name guys. Fullback, there is no fullback. Wide receiver, this is where I tried to get the best. I got Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase, Elijah Moore, Rashad Bateman, Kadarius Toney, Rondale Moore, Terrace Marshall Jr., and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Those are the wide receivers that are going to be catching balls from Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson and all those guys. Tight end, we've got Kyle Pitts, Pat Freiermuth, Tommy Tremble, Brevin Jordan, Trey McKitty, and Luke Farrell. Moving to the offensive line, we got Rashawn Slater and Tevin Jenkins. Left guard, Elijah Vera-Tucker and Liam Eichenberg. We have Creed Humphrey and Josh Myers at center. Dylan Radna, how do you say this guy's name? Dylan Raduns? Is it Raduns or Raduns? I don't know how to say his name. He's our starting right guard. Then we got Jackson Carman. Right tackle, we got Penei Sewell, Walker Little, Sam Cosmi. On the defensive line, we have Kwity Paye, Gregory Rousseau, and Joshua Kiondo? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Kando? I don't know. Carlos Basham Jr., Joseph Asai, who just got hurt in real life, so sucks for him. Well, not just got hurt. It's been a few weeks or maybe even like a week or so at this point. I don't know, but he got hurt. Malcolm Kuntz, Isaiah Loudermilk. That's right, he's here too. Christian Barmore, Jay Tufeli, Tommy Togiai, and Bobby Brown III. That's our defensive line. Linebackers, Odafe Away. Now, I've probably butchered most of these guys' names. I am 100% apologizing for that because I suck at pronouncing guys' names unless I hear it a couple times. So, Adafe? Adafe? I don't know. Odafe? I'm sorry. Away. He's here. Quincy Roach is here as well. Zaven Collins, Jamin Davis, however you say his name too. Jabril Cox, Baron Browning, Quincy Williams, Micah Parsons, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and Jaylene Phillips. That's our linebacking core. There's some pretty big names in that linebacking core. Cornerbacks might be my favorite position. Greg Newsome II, Patrick Surtain, Caleb Farley, J.C. Horn, Asante Samuel, Eric Stokes, and Sean Wade all make the cornerback list. That might be my favorite position in this team, except for quarterback probably. Javon Holland, Trayvon Morig, and Caden Stearns are our free safeties. And then strong safeties, Tyree Gillespie, Jamar Johnson, Richard LeCount III, and Ben DeLuca. Those are the strong safeties. Kicker is Evan McPherson, and punter, the only rookie punter in the game, Presley Harvin III. I was going through the punters and I was like, what happens if there's no rookie punter? I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then I stumbled across this guy from the Steelers and I was like, hey, that works. So Presley Harvin III is a rookie punter. He is here. And the reason we are the Jaguars, I never discussed this, the reason we are the Jaguars is because they have not only the rookie first overall pick Trevor Lawrence, but they also have a rookie head coach in Urban Meyer. So I figured, you know what? They got a rookie head coach. We're doing a rookie challenge. Might as well be the Jaguars. So that is why we are the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, we've gone through the team. You guys have seen what the team looks like with as far as everybody that's on it. Now let's take a look. Look at all those hidden potentials. That's crazy. That's actually wild. So we've got Trevor Lawrence is going to be our starter with Travis Etienne being the running back. We've got number 1 wide receiver Jalen Waddle, number 2 Devontae Smith, and this is just going strictly by overalls. This is not going by who I feel like should be a starter. This is just going by Madden overalls. Jamar Chase is 3. Then we got 4 is Elijah Moore. The offensive line is going to be Rashawn Slater, Vera Tucker, Creed Humphrey, Liam Eichenberg, Penny Sewell, and then Kyle Pitts as the tight end. On defense, we've got Christian Barmore, Kwity Paye, and Gregory Rousseau as our starting defensive line. Then we got Greg Newsome. We got Patrick Surtain, J.C. Horn, Caleb Farley, all on the cornerbacks. Free safety, Javon Holland. Strong safety, Gillespie. Then our linebacking core is Owusu Koromora, Davis, Xavier Collins, and Micah Parsons. I have not checked the schemes yet, but I think that schemes are gonna not matter that much. I mean, I will change them if I need to. So let's take a quick look at team schemes. If there's anyone higher than a 65, which there is, a vertical zone run is 80. So we might as well go to that. And Disguise 3-4 is 100% scheme fit, so we're going to stick with that. I don't think I've ever seen 100% scheme fit in Madden, at least not from a roster that I've built. So that is the roster that we are looking at for the first season. Now I have injuries off. All injuries, practice injuries, pre-existing injuries, training injuries, all those injuries are off. The practice squad stealing is off. We have no, do we have salary cap? I think salary cap's on. No coach firing because I don't want to get fired if we start to lose season. So there's no coach firing. We are going to see how many seasons it takes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. But we're going to see how many seasons it takes for the Jaguars and these rookies to win a Super Bowl. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. I'm going to simulate the first entire season, and then we are going to come back and see where we're... Actually, I might sim to mid-season, see how everybody's doing, see how everybody's growing, and then we'll sim to the end of the first season. So I'll see you guys at the mid-season point. All right, we're back, and we are week number 8, sitting at 3-3 currently on the year. If we take a look at the lineup, we can take a look at who's found their development trait. Nobody yet. Nobody of note. Trevor Lawrence will probably get it after this game. We've got Elijah Vera Tucker, he found it. Kyle Pitts is Superstar X Factor. He found his. We're looking pretty good. Everybody's growing really well. Trevor Lawrence is up to an 80 overall. Najee Harris is up to a 78, but a 79 with a boost. So is Travis Etienne. Waddle's up to a 78. Chase 76. Devontae Smith 76 with the boost 77. Defense, a lot of the guys have found their developments. A lot of them are star. Barmore has yet to find his. Parsons found his. We've still got a couple of guys looking for theirs. Some of the corners. Patrick Surtain is a superstar. I'm assuming most of these guys are going to be star too. I'm not 100% sure. But everybody's developing pretty well in this first half of the season. This is only season number 1, and we're only halfway through it. So let's take a look at stats through the first couple games of the year. Trevor Lawrence has played the most, obviously because he's the starter. Zach Wilson's got it in a little bit. Justin Fields has not got it at all. Lawrence has got 13 touchdowns, 3 picks, so that's pretty good for a rookie season so far. 85 rushes, 276 yards for Travis Etienne, and then Najee Harris has got 189 yards. I think I might want to switch Najee Harris to be the starting running back because I know that Najee Harris does really good in simulation. So I think, before I forget, I think I want to switch Najee to be the starting running back because I know that's not what I want to do. I always go to manage staff instead of manage roster. I know that hopefully he does pretty well. He's done pretty well in some of the simulations I've done in the past. So let's switch Najee to be, I can't because he needs to be switch out a fullback. There we go. And then switch Najee to be the starting running back there. So we'll see how that does. See if Najee Harris can take over and be a good running back for us. But back to the stats really quickly before we simulate the rest of the season. Receiving, Kyle Pitts is doing the most, and then Jalen Waddle's right there. Blocking's pretty good. Defense, Jamin Davis has 43 tackles already. Anybody with multi-sacks, Kwity Paye 3.5. Gregory Rousseau's got 2. Multi-interceptions, Zaven Collins, Davis, Owusu-Koramoah, Gillespie, Surtain, and Morig. Okay, so everybody's doing pretty good. Who's leading? Oh, we can't find out. I was going to say who's leading Rookie of the Year, but we can't find that out yet. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything on auto. Well, not everything, but I'm going to put training and stuff like that on auto so that I can simulate the rest of this season, see how we do. If we make the playoffs, cool. If we don't, I'm assuming we're not going to, but who knows, maybe we will. And then we'll take a look at recap through the first season. We'll take a look at stats, we'll take a look at the awards, and then we'll move on to the next season. We're not going to make any draft picks, we're not going to make any moves, we're not going to sign any free agents, because this is all about the rookies. So we're just going to keep going through the seasons until maybe at one point they win a Super Bowl, or we just give up. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. Here we are. Thank God the simulation speed in Madden 22 Next Gen is super fast, so it didn't take me longer than like a minute to get through here. But as you can probably tell, we did not make the playoffs in year number 1. We finished 6-11, so that is not the best. We've got some upgrade points. I'm just gonna auto upgrade because I can't be bothered to go through 57 different players with multiple upgrades. That doesn't matter to me. But we do need to check out the lineup and see who did what. Trevor Lawrence found his X factor, or not his X factor, but his development. He is a superstar. It looks like it switched Travis Etienne back to starter, which is, I guess, okay. Najee Harris is a superstar. Maybe we want to switch that so that he is superstar. Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle both superstar as well. Devontae Smith is star. Penny Sewell's a superstar. All right, we're looking pretty good. Everybody's developed decently. The offensive line struggled a little bit. That's probably why we didn't win many games, because they struggled a little bit developing. Patrick Surtain is a superstar. Everybody else is a star. I expected Surtain to be a superstar, but I expected one of these other guys to be a superstar, especially like a Caleb Farley or a JC Horn. But hey, who cares? It is what it is. Everybody's developing pretty well. We can take a look at final stats on the year before we move to year number 2. Final stats, 3,700 yards for Trevor Lawrence, 33 touchdowns, 13 picks. That is a very good year. Very, very good year. Then we've got rushing. We got Najee Harris at 784 yards, so he did get the start for most of the season. They split time between him and Travis Etienne. 6 touchdowns for him, 7 for Travis Etienne. Receiving, no 1,000-yard receiver, but close with Jalen Waddle, 8 catches. Kyle Pitts had 93 catches. 8 touchdowns, 93 catches for Pitts, 5 touchdowns for Moore. Okay, everybody seemed to play pretty well. Tackles, Davis had 126 tackles. That's crazy. 104 for Gillespie. We had 10.5 sacks for Kwity Paye. He's going to be a stud. 4.5 for Owusu-Koramoah. Interceptions, Koramoah had 3, Gillespie 2. The corners really didn't do much this year. Interesting. McPherson did decently well. Punting was okay. Punt returns and kick returns, not really anything to worry about. All right, let's take a look at the awards, because we had basically every single good rookie. So who won Rookie of the Year? Was it Trevor Lawrence? MVP is Lamar Jackson. AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year is Trevor Lawrence. Look at this. So we didn't have Michael Carter, and we didn't have Javonte Williams, but we did have the rest of the top 10. So that's pretty good. And Trevor Lawrence is the one to win it. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Do we have every single defensive? We had every single defensive Rookie of the Year member. And Owusu-Koramoah is the one to do it. I thought it might have been Jamin Davis, but I think those interceptions probably put him over the top. So those are the awards. We won the Rookie of the Year. And, oh, hold on. I took a lot of the rookies out of the league and put them on our team. So who won defense or NFC Rookie of the Year? So there was still a couple rookies. They were all, look at these overalls, 65. That's why they didn't make the team, because they were such a low overall. Defense, there's a couple higher overalls, guys, but I mean, nothing crazy. So that's year number 1. That's year number 1. We have 99 staff points, and I'm going to put all of those into Urban Meyer. Well, not all of them, but I'm going to put a lot of them into Urban Meyer because we need to get the focus training. We need to do this and then do this one more time. So we get all 3 additional focus training and then reset 1 talent tree for offense. Oh, so we don't want to do that just yet. We can put some into... We should probably do this one just to get it out of the way. And then should we go for increase the XP gains for free safeties, strong safeties, or increase definitely the offensive line? But we can't do that yet because we have 19 points and we need 20. So we're definitely going to focus on that offensive line side. As far as the playoffs go, we don't really care that much. We got our contract extended for 4 years. That doesn't really matter too much. I don't think I'm going to switch. Am I going to switch my coordinators? That might help a little bit. Maybe we switch the coordinators. What kind of staff moves? It depends on who the staff got fired. Who got fired? Head coaches McDermott, Flores, and Joe Judge. So, you know, I'll just let them go. Actually, you know what? I could sign McDermott and... should we sign McDermott and Flores? You know what? What the heck? Let's sign Sean McDermott and oh, I can't do it. Okay. Maybe we can't do it. Because I skipped... I know what I did. It's okay. We don't need to sign those guys. We'll stick with our offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. We are going to simulate to year number 2. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2. All right, we are here. Start of season number 2 with this team. Week 1. I like the way the team is looking. We're looking pretty good. Everybody's developing really well. I have unlocked fully the whatchamacallits. The 3 other focus players. So we've got, I'm pretty sure it's Trevor Lawrence, it's Kyle Pitts, Penny Sewell, Jalen Waddle, Najee Harris, and then there's one other guy that I can't remember who it is. It's somebody on defense. Oh, it's Greg Newsome. Greg Newsome is the other guy, I think, and maybe Patrick Surtain's there too. Those guys are in there. But everybody's growing up. That's not the right word. Everybody is growing really well. I guess they're growing up too. But if we just go to the team profile, here it is. So it's Kyle Pitts, Trevor Lawrence, Najee Harris, Penny Sewell, Jalen Waddle, and Patrick Surtain. I think I switched Najee Harris in for Greg Newsome. So those are the 6 focus players. Soon we are going to be stopping on Kyle Pitts, probably after this season, and then adding somebody new in there to get some development. But these are the guys that we're going to be focusing on for this season. I think we can make the playoffs this year. I think our overalls are high enough where we might be able to sneak into the playoffs. I don't know if we'll be able to do any damage in the playoffs, but who knows? Maybe we will. But I'm going to simulate to the halfway point of the season. I'll see you guys there. All right, so we hop in here at week number 8, and as you can see, we are 5-1, leading the division by a decent amount. The Colts are 4-3, and our one loss just came last week to the Colts. So that's pretty cool. So we were undefeated through the first 6 weeks of the season, which is awesome. Our team is looking really, really good. I said at the beginning that I thought this team might be able to make the playoffs this year. And it looks like we might, especially with Trevor Lawrence growing super well, 85 overall. Trey Lance is up to a 76. Zach Wilson, 77. Najee Harris, I told you he simulates pretty well. He's up to an 84 with the momentum boost. Jalen Waddle, 83, 80. The offensive line's looking pretty good. That's the key. If you don't have a good offensive line in Madden, you're not going to simulate very well. So the more that this offensive line grows and the more this offensive line starts to get higher overalls, they're going to do pretty well. We're going to start simulating pretty well. So that's the key. On defense, the defense is just solid. The defense is just really solid. Kwity Paye's a monster. Surtain and Newsome are doing pretty well. As also on this defense, Micah Parsons is doing pretty well. I think I need to start putting some more focused players on defense so that defense starts to get higher overall. But we are looking pretty darn good to make the playoffs. I don't want to jinx anything because who knows what's going to happen. But if we take a look at the stats through the halfway point of the season, I'm assuming Trevor Lawrence is going to have a pretty good year. Not as good as he did not as good as he had at the halfway point last year, but whatever, he's growing pretty well. His overall is pretty high. Najee Harris is getting the bulk of the carries, 6 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts is getting the bulk of the catches. Some of the wide receivers aren't getting a lot of love. Jamar Chase not really getting a lot of love. That's okay. On defense, we've got Greg Newsome with 39 tackles and an interception. We've got Micah Parsons, 5.5 sacks. That's pretty crazy. 2 interceptions from Trayvon Morrig. So everybody's looking pretty darn good at the halfway point of the year. I'm excited about this. We've got heavy rain in the forecast, but I will see you guys at the postseason, hopefully with the Jaguars. Maybe the #1 seed? I don't know, but hopefully at least making the playoffs. All right, here we are at the postseason. As you can see, we are playing on wild card weekend. I'm struggling today. We are playing on wild card weekend. Sadly, we did not win the division. We're not the 1 seed. We finished 11-6 behind the Colts, who were 12-5. But hey, second year we make the playoffs. That's really all that matters. I don't know what our actual rank is. We are 5th, going up against the 4-seeded Chiefs. So this is going to be a pretty tough out. But we've got some big news. If we take a look at the adjusted lineups, we've got Kyle Pitts at a 93. I mean, Kyle Pitts is just developing into an absolute stud. He's a 92 technically, but he's got the morale boost. Trevor Lawrence is a 90. Actually, he's a low area. He's a high 80, but he's got a 4+ morale boost to make him a 92. We've got Najee Harris, who's growing really well. Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith. Everybody's looking good. Even the offensive line is looking good. On defense, we got Micah Parsons up to an 83 with the morale boost. So everybody's looking pretty good. Patrick Surtain's an 85. So the training is working. This is a demonstration. This is a PSA to every Madden player out there who plays franchise. If you're going to do a franchise, you got to focus. It doesn't have to be all rookies, but you just got to focus on training, because training this year matters a lot. I'm noticing that very, very much. That training matters a whole heck of a lot. Because Kyle Pitts in his second year is already up to a 92. So that's just absolutely crazy. But we are going to focus on Urban Meyer's coaching tree, because we got to get these guys XP all the way up so that we can make sure that they are getting the most bang for their buck. So we're getting the quarterbacks gaining XP. All players on your team count as a scheme fit during training. That's a big one. We need to get that one unlocked. Reveal a hidden development trait for 1 player per season. Slow rating regressions for 1 season for 1 position. So we don't need to focus on that just yet. But we do need to focus on some more of this stuff on the coordinator side of things. Probably more on the defensive side of things. Let's just get this one because we need to get it. And then after that, we'll start focusing on some of the defensive coaching trees, because I've kind of neglected that. I've kind of focused on just Urban Meyer's coaching tree. But I've made it so the offense line is going to get plus 20 training, or 20% training. Halfbacks and fullbacks, wide receivers, tight ends, quarterbacks. So Trevor Lawrence is going to get some more training, better training for his development, which is going to be good. But now it is time. It is finally time to simulate this game. Patrick Mahomes had 4,000 passing yards this year, 47 touchdowns, 9 picks. Beat the Chiefs. Beat the Chiefs. Go to the divisional round, please. Go to the divisional round, please. We beat the Chiefs 28-21. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Now we're playing the Dolphins in the divisional round. We're just going to auto-upgrade these guys just to get through to the next thing. Unbelievable, boys. Unfreaking believable. We beat the Chiefs 28-21. Now we're going to go to the defensive coordinator, and we're going to put some stuff in. Do we want boost play rec for corners, or do we want play rec for free safeties and strong safeties? Probably for corners, right? I would assume we want that for corners. And then we can boost the pursuit by 1. So now we got the defensive coordinator looking pretty good for cornerbacks. All right, we've got the Dolphins in the divisional round. It is time to play, or not play this game, but simulate this game. We're just going to skip through the game plans. We don't need to focus on that. I switched out Kyle Pitts. He's no longer getting focus player training. And we're probably going to simulate or skip out on Jalen Waddle and Patrick Surtain. They're probably done with their focus training, so that we can get some new guys in there, maybe some offensive linemen. Trevor Lawrence I'm probably always going to have in there, just so we have a high-rated quarterback who's getting focus training. So we're just going to keep it in here. But we're going to simulate this, see if we get any upgrades. I'm not sure if we will. We might get some upgrades. I don't know if it'll be anything like major, but we might get a couple upgrades or something. Let's check the upgrade players, and it is Oh, decent amount. Okay, so let's just auto upgrade those guys and move on to the division round against the Dolphins. We are an 85 offense, 81 defense, 83 overall team. So come on, beat the Dolphins. Devontae Adams didn't even have 1,000 yards this year. Beat the Dolphins, go to the AFC Championship. Beat the Dolphins, go to the AFC Championship. We won by 3, 30-27. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do this thing. Joey Bosa and the Chargers. We're just going to skip through that like we always do. These guys are looking pretty good. Trevor Lawrence might get an upgrade here, or it might take him another week. But he might be an 89 after this. I'm not sure if he will. Is he going to be an 89? Did he get the upgrade? Did he get the upgrade? He didn't, but Kyle Pitts did. So he's going to be Kyle Pitts is going to be a 93. That's crazy. Kyle Pitts is a stud. So, we sit here at the AFC Championship game in year number 2. 5 seed versus 7 seed, Chargers Jaguars, for a chance to play in the Super Bowl. Beat the Chargers. Beat the Chargers. Beat the Chargers. We lost 38-13 to the Chargers in the AFC Championship game. Oh, that's so annoying. We were so close. We were so very close to the AFC Championship. All right, we're going to go one more season because I think after next season, all the rookie contracts are up, and so it's going to be pretty expensive, and I don't want to get into all that stuff trying to keep players and stuff. So we're going to one more season, see if we can capitalize on what we did this past year and make it to the Super Bowl finally. So I will see you guys in year number 3. All right, we're here at year number 3, the start of year number 3, week number 1. I've switched up the focus players. We've got Rashawn Slater in there now. We still have Trevor Lawrence. We've got Elijah Vera Tucker, Creed Humphrey, Christian Barmore, and still Najee Harris, because I want Najee Harris to be as good as he can possibly get. So those are going to be our 6 focus players for this season. Hopefully the offensive line can develop a little bit more, plus Christian Barmore can be a star at defensive tackles. So we're going to simulate that. I will simulate and see you guys at the midway point of the season, see how this team is doing. Hopefully just as good as they were doing last year. So jumping in here, week number 8, halfway through the season, year number 3, we are 4-2. So not as good as what we were at the halfway point last season. We were 5-1 then, but as far as the team's growth, we are looking fantastic. Trevor Lawrence is up to a 90 overall. Najee Harris up to an 86, but with the boost, he gets 88. We got Jalen Waddle and Jamar Chase both looking pretty good. I moved Jamar Chase to the number 2 wide receiver spot instead of Devontae Smith. So Jamar Chase is there now. The offensive line's growing pretty well. We've got Creed Humphrey getting up there, Elijah Vera Tucker, Rashawn Slater. Obviously, Penny Sewell's doing pretty good, and Kyle Pitts is amazing. So he doesn't need much more training. Defense still could use some work. That's probably why we're not as good as we are last year, because the defense still needs to grow. It still needs some time to grow. And I think we're going to go 4 seasons. This is year number 3. I think we're going to go 4 seasons because that is the length of the rookie contract. I checked, and most of these guys are on 4-year deals. So we are going to go for 4 years. So we got one more season after this, because after that, then we're going to have to re-sign everybody. It's going to get expensive, and I don't want to do that. That'll just ruin the thing. So we're only going to go until their rookie contracts are up. So I will see you guys at the playoffs. Hopefully, we're involved in them. Actually, forget that. I forgot, before we cut, I forgot to show you guys the stats. That's what I've been doing the past couple of seasons, so I want to show you guys the stats again. How is everybody doing? Trevor Lawrence, kind of declining again. 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Maybe that's because his weapons aren't as good. Najee Harris looking pretty good, but maybe his weapons aren't doing as well. I don't know. They're not getting the same kind of development as maybe they should be. Micah Parsons is playing really well. 8 sacks through halfway part of the season. He could have a chance for the record. That's crazy. Patrick Surtain's got 3 interceptions. 8 sacks already through 8 weeks of the season. Or through 7 weeks of the season, I should say. We did win Coach of the Year. I forgot to tell you guys that last year. We won Coach of the Year with Urban Meyer, and the Chargers won the Super Bowl. So take that for what it's worth. But we are going to simulate to the playoffs now officially before I don't think I forgot anything else. So I'll see you guys in the playoffs. Hopefully the Jaguars are playing, hopefully not the wild card, but I just want to be in the playoffs again. So here we are at the playoffs, and we didn't make it. We did not make the playoffs. I don't know how we didn't make the playoffs. We finished 7-10 on the year, so we had a really bad last half of the season. I don't know what happened. But hey, it is what it is. We didn't make the playoffs. We got one more season left to go. How did everybody do? Trevor Lawrence, 36 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, 3,600 yards. Najee Harris got over 1,000 rushing yards with 16 touchdowns. Okay, pretty good for him. No 1,000-yard receivers still. We're still waiting on that. 861 for Kyle Pitts, 10 touchdowns. As for the defense, Micah Parsons ended up with 12 and a half. So he started with 8 through the halfway point, and then he only got 12 and a half, which is still pretty good, but he was on pace for a big-time season. 128 tackles for Jamin Davis. We had 3 interceptions from Patrick Surtain, so he didn't get another interception the rest of the year. We struggled. We struggled the second half of the season. I don't know why we struggled, but we did. Did Urban Meyer win Coach of the Year? I would not think that he did. No, he didn't. Zach Taylor won Coach of the Year. Okay. So, what we do now is we simulate to year number 4. Well, I simulate to year number 4. The next time you see me will be year number 4. I'll see you guys there. Here we are, the final season of the simulation of whether or not rookies can win a Super Bowl all on the same team. We have our best chance, ladies and gentlemen. We are 91 overall offense, 84 defense, and 87 overall team. Our best chance to win a Super Bowl with a team of NFL draft picks. Can we do it? Trevor Lawrence is a 93. Kyle Pitts is a 97 with the boost. He's a 98. We've got our best offense we've ever had with Najee Harris, Jalen Waddle, and Jamar Chase, along with Devontae Smith, who's an 85 now. The offensive line is going to be the best that it's going to get. Obviously, if we keep going more seasons, it's going to get even better, obviously. But the defense is what is probably going to hold us back because our defensive line's not the greatest, and our linebackers are probably going to get beat pretty much. But Micah Parsons moves up to a superstar, so developing him was worth it. Greg Newsome is looking good at 86. Surtain's an 89. Looking back on this, I probably could have done my focus training a little bit better. I probably could have spread out the training points a little bit more so more people get some development, like maybe Xavier Collins or Caleb Farley or some of these tackles down here. Maybe Gregory Rousseau gets put into some focus training. But if I was going to do it again, I probably would switch up some of the training stuff. But hey, we've gotten this far. We've made it to the AFC Championship one year. I think we can do it again. I'll see you guys at the halfway point of the season, hopefully, where we are leading the division and in the 1 seed for a possible playoff berth. All right, here we are, week number 8. We are 6-1 on the year, having a tremendous season. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I said this is our best opportunity. And if you guys can take a look right here, players ready to negotiate. This is the reason why we're ending it after this season, because we're going to have to pay literally every single player. Everybody's rookie contract is up, and everybody wants a lot of money. We do not have any money to pay all of these guys. Look how many people. Oh, by the way, I don't think I ever mentioned this. I traded for Javonte Williams after the end of the first season, so he's been on the team since after the first season. So I think I forgot to mention that. But he's here. But literally everybody's gonna want millions of dollars. Even Zach Wilson, who hasn't played a snap, wants $122 million. So literally everybody on the team is going to need a new contract because everybody's a rookie, or they were a rookie, so they were on the rookie contracts. And we do not have enough money to physically pay any of these guys, especially if we have to pay Trevor Lawrence $200+ million like we're going to have to, like he wants. So yeah, we don't have enough money to do all that. So that's why we're ending after this year. Oh, by the way, Trey Lance's contract came up at the end of last season, so I had to pay him just to keep him on the team so that it would stay the same. I don't know why his contract stayed, or his contract was up a year before everybody else's, but it was. So Najee Harris has a development upgrade. So if he does this, he could possibly get Superstar X Factor, which would be huge for his development. I mean, it's not going to matter for us in the long run because this is the last season, but if we were going to go more seasons, that would be pretty huge. This is what our development trait is, or our focus training is looking like. I'm going to take Jamar Chase out because he's already an 87, so he doesn't need to be in here anymore. We're going to put that focus training probably on, let's give it to Gregory Rousseau. Since he's playing a lot of edge rush, we'll give it to Gregory Rousseau. And then we'll sim that, and we can check the stats and then simulate to our final postseason appearance. I'm assuming, since we're 6-1, I'm assuming, probably shouldn't, because you know what they say about people who assume. I shouldn't assume, but I'm guessing we're going to be in the playoffs. I mean, we're 6-1. If we fall off that much, then we don't deserve to even continue playing this, which we're not going to anyway. But still, you guys understand what I'm saying. Let's check out the stats really quickly before we start simulating. How's Trevor Lawrence doing? How's the rest of the team doing? We have Trevor Lawrence throwing 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns, 8 picks, so a little bit better. Probably could cut down on the interceptions a little bit, but he's doing okay. Najee Harris already has 600-plus yards rushing, 7 touchdowns, so he's looking really solid. Wide receivers, or just receivers in general, 35 catches from Jalen Waddle, 38 from Kyle Pitts, 36 from Jamar Chase, so he's starting to find his guys a little bit here. And Najee Harris is getting a lot of work out of the backfield with catching the ball and stuff. So defense, we've got Jamin Davis, who's a monster tackler for some reason. I don't know why he is, but he's dominating. Kwity Paye's got 4.5 sacks. Micah Parsons with 3 interception leaders so far. Caleb Farley with 2. That's the first time we've seen Caleb Farley have that many interceptions. So Urban Meyer's up to 12 in the legacy leaderboard. We have 88 staff points that I probably should spend before I start simulating. So let's go to the staff, franchise staff. Let's go to offensive coordinator and make sure that we don't need to spend any more here. Let's spend some and get this upgraded so that we can boost the strength rating for offensive linemen by 4. That's huge, especially for Najee Harris. That's huge. So we boost that by 4. We've got boost catching for halfbacks and fullbacks and boost catching for wide receivers. We probably should do that because they're throwing the ball to Najee Harris a lot. So let's get the ball to Najee Harris. We'll do that one. All right, so the offensive coordinator is all done. Everything is upgraded fully for him. Defensive coordinator, not so much. We should probably get this upgraded a bit. We don't have enough to upgrade that, but we can do all of these, and we don't have enough to finish that last one. Okay, so he's almost done too, because he's only got this last one, the shoot the gaps one, and then he's got the weight room for defensive linemen. So he's almost done too, so that's pretty cool. And Urban, obviously, I think is done, or maybe almost done. But that's going to do it for everything here. 6-1 on the year. We're a 92 offense, 85 defense, 88 overall team. Let's continue on. I just want to check adjust the lineup really quickly just to make sure everything looks right. All right, yeah, this team, 95 overall, Trevor Lawrence. This team is looking good. If Najee Harris can get that boost and become a superstar X Factor, that would be crazy. But we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys, hopefully, in the playoffs. Here we are at the final week of the season. Well, technically we're in the playoffs now, but we lost our final week of the season. We are 14-3, boys. We had an amazing season, only losing 3 games the entire year, 2 games after we started simulating week 8. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. We are obviously the number 1 seed because we're 14-3 and we made the playoffs. So we are the 1 seed going up against the Cowboys on the other side. They're the 1 seed. This is our best chance, boys. This is literally our best chance. And after, I do want to bring this to your attention. After I started simulating, Najee Harris got the Superstar X Factor. That's right. He's a 96 with the boost. He's a 93 currently, but a 96 with the boost. Trevor Lawrence is a 98 with the boost. I mean, 99 overall. Kyle Pitts, 95 Penny Sewell. 90, Jamar Chase. 94, Jalen Waddle. This team has got some studs. On defense, Micah Parsons is a 90. 88 for Kwity Paye. 85 for Barmore. 92, 88, 87, 87. This team is great. This team is great. We've got no better time than the present to win a Super Bowl here, ladies and gentlemen. Please, oh please, go to the divisional round. Who are we playing? We're playing the 10-7 Bills. The 10-7 Bills. I don't have any time to upgrade players. I'm going to auto upgrade Jamar Chase. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Just give him the best upgrade possible. This is our time, boys. Beat the Bills. We're a 93 offense, 87 defense, 90 overall team. Beat the Bills. 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 Beat. How? How is that physically possible? A 10-7 Buffalo Bills team. And the camera just ended. That is perfect timing. The camera shut off because it knew that I didn't want to look into the eyes of my fans and say that I've lost. How did we lose Unbelievable. How do we lose? 48-45. We lost on a field goal. This team. Look at this team for a second. How does this team lose? We have a superstar X-Factor quarterback. We have a morale boost 99 quarterback. We have so many great players on this. The offensive line's got to be the key. It's got to be Eichenberg and Creed Humphrey. It's got to be them. They're the reasons why we're losing. I can't think anything else. I mean, maybe the defense. I mean, Zayvon Collins isn't the greatest, but this defense is even... I shouldn't be saying that because this defense is solid. This defense is still pretty solid, even though they don't have like the highest overalls. We all have really good overalls. I don't know how this team lost in the divisional round. The first time we get to the playoffs in 2 years and we lose in the divisional round. Unbelievable. I'm glad the camera cut off because I'm fuming right now. All right. Well, that's going to do it. I'm going to simulate to the Super Bowl just so we can get some closure. See who won the Super Bowl this year. Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's the Seahawks and the Chiefs. So the Bills didn't even make it to the Super Bowl this year. The Seahawks and the Chiefs. We can go to next week. Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? I don't care. It is the Chiefs. Congratulations to them. The Chiefs have won the Super Bowl. Urban Meyer was Coach of the Year again, but we didn't have any other awards. Zeke won MVP. So that is going to do it for this career simulation or this experiment. Can the 2021 NFL rookie class win a Super Bowl? Probably. They probably could. Just not in 4 years. At least not according to Madden, they can't. So that's unfortunate. I thought this was our best chance, and it probably was, because now we're going to have to pay every single player on our team because they're all on rookie contracts, and everybody's going to ask for so much money, so we physically don't have that much money. So that's why we're ending it here. But that's going to do it, boys. I hope you guys did enjoy, even though we came out without winning a Super Bowl. That's okay. You win some, you lose some. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to smash that like button if you did. Hit that notification bell and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.